Hello and welcome back to some 10x 4v4 on Amazon Tunnel today. Meaning there's only one opening, fairly easy to wall like they are doing right here. Although, I'd probably be walling more because they do have an extremely scary push or potential push with the Hindustani. Hindustani, Scout, and Camels do extra damage to building. And their camels attack faster. That is extremely scary, something you have to worry about every time you see an Hindustani on the opposing team, like could they rush us? So aside from that, they have good tech from the castle that are very interesting, and Imperial Camel in the late game are very powerful. Next up, Teuton actually goes well with the Camel by providing extra armor when they start getting to the castle and Imperial Age, so that's very nice. Free farm, so that's good. Also, I forgot for Hindustani, cheap villager, pretty good for the economy. Teuton, although, do provide some armor on siege weapon, which goes pretty well with, I believe they have the Mongol, is it Grey? So yeah, Grey with the Mongol, so that goes very well with the Teuton for their siege armor. And the Mongol do provide extra HP on Scout, which is nice. Also extremely strong Mingodai and Cavalry Archer in general. Finally, we do have the Franks. Oh, Franks. Pretty well. That goes pretty well with everything we talked about with the Camel. They're providing extra HP. And I do believe... Yeah, exactly. There's only 2 Camel, though, but they do gain extra HP from the Franks, so 220. 11 armor because of the Teuton here. That's pretty strong as he's trying to wall here. Oh, missed by a bit. So, Camel, extremely dangerous here, as they will probably destroy that very fast. There's only 2 of them, so it doesn't look like he's committing that much to it. There's only 1 stable, he's sending another one, as they're trying their best to get their castle up. Also, interesting here, those villager, they're lasting a decent amount of time because they are Inca villager. So as soon as they hit castle age, they can get extra armor and attack, depending on what is being researched at the blacksmith. So those villagers are doing their best to get the castle up. Will they manage? I think they will. He's trying his best. There you go, it's up. There's a couple more camel here. They'll get inside. But that castle should be able to hold. Especially since those camel, they have a lot of HP, a lot of melee armor, but no pierce armor. And those Kamiuk, they do extra damage against camel, but they're not elite, so... It might be lacking a bit. That is not a fight you see often. The villager just doing their best there. Oh well. Blue is really trying to wall here. That's good on him. There's a castle up here. Blue will probably send something back. Because we're building more here. Some Kipchak. Those are full price Kipchak. They're not free yet. Anyhow, while this is happening... Hopefully they'll hold. Real quick, as you probably noticed, they have 2 Inca with red and yellow, meaning that most bonuses do stack. So those villager eventually, let's look at this one. So it's at 20, 20, 20. Doesn't look like red research is stacked. Oh no, red is not up yet. So as soon as it's up, those villagers will probably get a boost in armor and attack, which will be very nice. But bonuses do stack for the most part. Like Inca start with an extra llama that has 1,000 food, which is pretty good. And I believe they have 2 right there. Yep. And they have Tatar on top of it, so that food will last literally forever. Aside from that, Inca provide free castle. They do have free castle on both sides. So you can see they're spamming some castle here. That's a Frank bonus. And right here for the free castle. Free castle goes really well with bonuses that Purple is providing, which is Cuman Mercenaries, where in Imperial Age, once you research it, you have 50 free Kipchak that you can create at the castle. So having free castle, you'll never lack Kipchak, and Elite Kipchak are fairly strong, especially since they provide extra movement speed, so they're already extremely fast at 3.50 in air. They'll be even faster once they reach the Imperial Age. And finally, with Blue, we have the Tatar. Tatar, like we said, so longer lasting food. That llama will last forever. They get extra sheep, also with 1,000 food as soon as you create another town center, starting the castle age, I believe. And aside from that, Tatar, I do like the Keshik. Keshik is a pretty strong unit, generate a ton of gold as well. Long-range Shreb can be fun to play with in some circumstances. But right now, what we're looking at is some sort of peace in our time for a little bit. That door seemed pretty vulnerable, though. I'd like if it was a bit more walled. But right now, they are probably gearing up for an attack since the first camel attack did fail. Maybe if they attacked a bit more, they would have been able to break through. Maybe actually just... Honestly, maybe just run in and do some damage inside, because those camel have a lot of HP. Although it is pretty hard to kill those villagers now. What are they at? 40, 40, 40. That's a lot of stats on those villagers. They only have 40 HP though, which is not a lot. But they can tank pretty much everything, and it'll be even more once they reach the Imperial Age, which they are slowly, they clicked up here. Same for the other side. 3 of them actually are already imp, so there's definitely more momentum for our team on the, let's say, left-hand side, right here. But there's definitely play they can do. Those Kipchak are very dangerous. It's easy to do run-by with Kipchak, so that's what's most dangerous with them. And they're not really walled. There's castle everywhere, and there'll be Teuton Castle. Not sure why all those camel are inside this castle, but that's interesting. Do they have range yet? No, they don't have range. Is that's the Grand Trunk Road, so that's very nice. Can maybe start some market abuse, or just have extra gold from every source. Paladin is being researched, which you don't really see that often, but they do have a pretty strong comp. Oh, as some harassment coming in from the Kipchak. As a reminder, those are not elite Kipchak, so they are not that powerful for now. You don't, but yeah, like I was saying, Paladin, you don't really see that often. It can be a good unit with Franks because, they, like you see, they have almost 500 HP. And on top of that, they have Teuton for a decent amount of armor. So that can be a good front line. Although I'd probably prefer to see some throwing axemen. They can be very powerful once you get all of their tech. Oh, drill is coming in. Crenellation as well, so those castles, free castle will be pretty oppressive with that plus 30 range, is it? Yeah, 8 plus 30 right here. So Paladin just running around for now. As more castles are coming. Some are being built pretty far. What about... Oh, as they're starting putting some pressure here. They don't have that much damage though. At least for 10x. And they don't have any pierce armor, so Castle and Kipchak can do some amount of damage to them, but they have a fair amount of HP. What about here? Red is building a lot of town center. Is that all town center? They are. So he's definitely gearing up for some sort of Veil plays. What is he at? 170 compared to like 70, 100, 80. He's very much looking for those Veil. As the Mongol drills are coming in now with the cap tram. I don't know. Does Teuton get siege ram? I forgot. Anyhow, those ram are extremely dangerous. Just follow them around. I don't think they have extra HP to build on their side, not at all. They'll probably go around and destroy everything. Those ram, if we can just target this one, you see, -2 plus 40. That is the Teuton bonus. Extremely good with those. You can see the Keshiks. Keshiks are a pretty powerful unit, easy to mass, but they don't have enough damage against those rams, sadly. They're trying to DPS them. What about the Veil now? Maybe if I can target one. Plus 60 damage. They can go up to plus 80, I believe, with everything. But those ram cannot kill the Veil, though. What about the front line? They are doing some damage. Throwing X-Men are showing up, which is nice. Those Veil, though, they are coming in. And oh, he just got Blast Furnace. It should be at 80 damage. 50 armor, 62 pierce here. as the ram keep doing some damage around, but they'll need to do more damage than that. The thing with fast ram is that they are extremely powerful. Oh, and there's a counter raid happening. The Kipchak will go in. Kipchak are pretty good for raiding. They do have a decent amount of pierce armor. No melee armor, though, I do believe. Yeah. +1, +12. No blacksmith upgrade, so that could be interesting. Killing the caravanserai. Although the route of the caravanserai is actually going away from it, funnily enough. Probably blocked. They're getting some damage in. What about this? Don't think the ram was enough to do anything here. I mean, they definitely did some damage. Had to relocate some stuff. But those villager are actually insane. Are they better than a Supremacy villager? Not quite. They're missing a bit of HP, but that's definitely more damage, more armor than Supremacy Vil, but no HP. So 40 hit will pretty much kill them here. But they don't have that much unit attack really fast. Actually, those castle are actually the thing that does the most damage to those villager because of all those projectile. Interesting. As they are continuing to do some run by. Some more ram coming in. Oh, finally, they do have the Imperial Camel. So Imperial Camel should make quick work of those Keshik. But those Keshik are fast, can do some run by, and hurt the economy as a whole. But they have started making some Imperial Camel. They just need to create a front line, prevent them from going in. But it will be really hard. Those Vil are coming in. More run by. Can they stabilize? I'm really not sure. They do have a ton of villager though. Maybe. A wall will have done a wonder here. Although they could probably manage to sneak in somehow. But those Vil are doing work. How many Vil does he have? Almost 300. That's a lot of Vil. Those ram are just stuck. As those... I mean, those Imperial Camel are doing fine. They just need to bring them to the front line. Awesome run by some Hussars. Kuman do have some fast-producing scouts as well, once they research their castle tech, I believe. That is very strong for some run-by. They really need to bring them here. But they are trying to defend their economy. They are on the back foot, definitely. Some elite Teuton at night doing their best. Teuton Ignite is a powerful unit, but they're very slow. And they don't have any pierce armor against... yep. Did you just shoot the capybara? I think they did. As Gray slowly tapped out, same with Orange. Did you see the writing on the wall? Or I got hurt a bit too much by those run-by. Ram run-by can be pretty scary. But if you have Kuman, you have a decent way of fighting that by being able to kind of keep up. I believe Drill is still faster than Kuman's speed. But you can at least finish them off eventually. Even with all their armor. And here, red, a bit of yellow as well, just hitting on those Imperial Camel. Teal. And, yeah, of course, green also trying. Don't think it will be enough. Maybe if they manage to get those Imperial Camel a bit earlier, but those run-bys are the deadliest thing. So let's go a bit faster. See how it ends up. There's probably a ton of Kipchak and Imperial Camel made, would be my guess, as if those villagers just destroy everything. You do extra damage to building as well? Does he have Sapper? He does. Sapper is plus 15 damage to building, is it? I think it's something actually pretty big. And some Kipchak just running around. They don't have enough. The thing with Villager is that you have to target every unit to kill anything, but when they are that strong, it doesn't matter. You just keep clicking until everything falls over, and they call it GG. What does it look like? A Keshiks. Okay, I didn't expect that many Keshiks, but I guess Keshik generate a ton of gold, so can probably... Oh, true! Inca, there's no cost of food. So the Keshik just cost gold, and they generate their own gold when they start hitting, so yeah, you can just spam Keshik, this is great. Imperial Camel, probably needed just a bit more. They had a really good comp, but not quite enough to deal with the run-bys. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.